After setting the layout boundary, we can now proceed to making the rooftop PV system. We can build either single or east-west oriented PV system depending on our project and wishes. On the roof mount section, there is the Build Roof Single East-West drop-down menu. Select one of the two options, Build Roof Single or Build Roof East-West. Selecting one of these options, we can build PV module layout for our roof. First, we will create Roof Single PV system. Select the Build Roof Single option. After clicking this option, the pop-up window will appear. Now we need to fill in necessary parameters and select options that will fit our project in the window. First, we need to select modules which will constitute our PV system from the database. To search necessary module through the database, we can use three filters like Search Tool, Brand, Type, and Power. Fill in the values of these parameters, or just find module you need in the list and click it to select. So for the single PV system, we can select one of two system types, parallel system and tilted system. Parallel system means that the modules will be parallel to the roof surface. In this case, they would be completely flat. As you can see, when we select this option, the parameters that are not relevant to the system are disabled. Tilted system means that the modules will be installed angled to the roof surface. If we will enter the value of vertical stacking more than 1, we can proceed to changing the vertical stacking spacing. If there is only one module on stack, the vertical stacking spacing option will be disabled for editing. The Create Shadow option visualizes the casting of the shadows in our system. Create 2D modules. This option will draw modules as 2D objects. It's still drawn in 3D, tilted, but it increases the performances of your drawing. Height above the surface is the spacing between the lowest part of the module and the roof surface. Alignment: if the roof is completely flat, then not all of these options are relevant. If the roof is sloped, then you can give preference to some of alignment types, gutter, center, or ridge. Align rows. After selecting this option, all rows from all boundaries will be aligned, no shifting due to optimization and similar options. There are such south-facing system options. Variable tilt and variable row pitch. In this option, variable tilt means that the system will be tilted to the horizontal line. Variable row pitch means you will get different dimensions of front to front or heart to heart distances of the Solu modules depending on the slope of the building. Fixed tilt angle and variable row pitch. If we select this option and set the shadow angle row pitch, will be automatically calculated. Fixed tilt angle and fixed row pitch. In this option, there is no optimization of the system and all rows are exactly the same. Therefore, when selecting this option, you can set the row pitch width as you prefer. Gap definition. Creating gaps can be used for thermal expansion or maybe walking paths. We can do this for the rows and for the columns. Frequence is the amount of modules in row or column after which a gap will be created. Therefore, if we put the value of 12, there will be a gap every 12 modules. We can also adjust the accuracy. Low means that it will build the system from south to north and it will leave out the modules that cannot be placed. It doesn't do any optimization. It won't move the modules to check if the system have reached a full potential. High means a number of calculations for best module displacement optimization. The software will check several positions to check if the system have reached its maximum. Boundaries. There are 3 options when selecting boundaries. Select on drawing. If you have multiple boundaries, select this option and click only the boundaries you wish to include in your system. Select all if you have 1 or more boundaries and wish to include all of them in your system. Remove selection. Clear all previous selections. All the previous parameters and options can be saved and used later or loaded into your project. To save our settings, in the top of the pop-up window, click on Settings button. In the drop-down menu that will appear, click on Save option. Now we need enter brand and name for your settings in the window and click OK. After that, an information pop-up window will appear that mark that your settings were saved successfully. Click OK. To use saved settings later or to load other settings, in the top of pop-up window, click on Settings button. In the drop-down menu that will appear, click on Load option. After clicking this option, the pop-up window with Systems Database will appear. As you can see, there are some properties which you can use to search a needed system. And for that reason, there are filter buttons that allow you to see different types of module properties such as standard or custom. To exclude modules of some type from the list, click on its filter button. Non-active button become gray. The database ones can't be edited or deleted. After you have selected roof system that fits your project, click OK. After going through all the options and parameters, click Build to create your PV system. Congratulations, you have successfully built a single build roof system. In order to create rooftop east-west system, follow the next steps. On the roof mount section, there is the Build Roof Single East-West drop-down menu. Select the Build Roof East-West option. After clicking this option, the pop-up window will reappear. Now we need to fill in necessary parameters and select options that will fit our project in the window. As you can see, the options are almost the same as the ones in the single build systems. The additional setting here is a preview that shows you the module elevation, 2 slopes heading east and west. You need to select the module to see the preview that's relevant for your system. If we set the vertical staking to 2, the preview will clearly show the disposition of 2 modules in the elevation. After you enter necessary parameters and select options and select the boundaries, click Build. You don't need to erase or undo your previously built system. Virto-Solar automatically detects and rebuilds the system with the newest parameters. Congratulations, you have successfully built East-West Build Roof System. When you change the 3D angle, you can take a look at your Build 3D mode.